Okay, I think we're going. Um, so I wanted to talk about David Lynch because he passed away uh, maybe 2 weeks ago now, I think, and I didn't know about it for about a week, and then I suddenly saw it, and it was quite kind of it was a little bit shocking. He wasn't like I don't think he was. He was like okay, this is going to look bad. I think he was like 81 or something. 84, 81, something. And I do know that his his paintings were really disturbing. I mean, they were really disturbing, and um yeah, making a David Lynch video is hard. This is difficult. Um, he was he directed The Elephant Man, you know, with Anthony Hopkins and John Hurt. Well, I mean, those two are really great. And then he did, yeah, that's a good one. Check it out. And that's the more sort of normal David Lynch kind of uh, stuff. Then, if you're into science fiction, then you're going to want to check out uh, Dune. It's um, it's Frank Herbert's Dune, and David Lynch hated this. He hated this movie, and he talked about how much. Although there was something, he said something positive about it too. The and I actually watched that video the other day. There, yeah. Let's try to make these videos coherent. It's You could start at the beginning with Eraserhead, and I never. Well, that looks weird, doesn't it? I mean, you could make this video, try and make it weird for David. Let's make it weird for David. Did he have long periods of no talking? And like, oh man, there's this one Russian director, and it's just, and the movie is called that I saw. I've only seen one of his movies, and the movie is called Stalker, and it's hard to watch. Eraserhead was, of course, David Lynch's I don't know, like his second movie or his first movie or something. Like his first, I think it's his first, and I don't really remember much about it. It's I had a friend. I have a friend who showed me it at college, and he loved the movie, absolutely loved it, and he dragged me off, and we and put it on at the in the library at the art college, and but I don't really remember much about it, and maybe I should check it out again. Maybe now that I'm older, because I do seem to be behind like that on some things. Um, but he did show himself to be a very good, like direct, even like a great director, you know. Um, but with a very strange painter, and I mean, it is his style. It is him. He was very quiet, and he was very interesting to listen to when he talked. He would do this thing with his hand. He was very eccentric, and his hair. He had great hair. Yeah, and I'm just trying to think of what else I can of what else. There's Twin Peaks. I I did buy it, but I haven't. It's back in Scotland, and I didn't see very much of it. And recently-ish, they did a sort of sequel to it, and I heard the other day there's a movie too. And then there's another movie called Blue Velvet, and I've not. It's Dennis Hopper apparently, and he's a bit crazy there, and it's apparently a good one. But I don't know. I don't know. I've not seen it, and I remember there's one occasion where me and my friend, my good friend Struan, and we went to this. It was actually a tiny cinema in Dumfries, Scotland, and they have a river, the River Nith, and it's got this old bridge, and it's got what's the thing called? Oh man! So it has a really tiny cinema. It's called the Robert Burns Centre, I think, and we went to see a movie, The Straight Story, which I think is a David Lynch, and that's actually a really good movie too. That's more sort of normal, more on the normal plane. Is that the word? I don't know. He also was a big supporter of digital cameras, and I think made a movie on like I don't know if it was mini DV or something. I don't know if you know what mini DV is, but they were these little tapes, and they were, so they had, I think they had tape in there, but they were kind of digital. It's like a mixture of digital and tape. I don't really know how to describe it. I, I can't remember, but he loved digital, and he was very, very happy when digital arrived, and thought it was very, very freeing. So there is that about him too, because there were some directors who were not. They were going kicking and screaming into digital. I don't, like Steven Spielberg said he would be like the last one to use celluloid, and I don't know if Steven Spielberg, if he ever crossed over into digital. I know that he directed Tintin. Tintin. What was the name of it? It had like a subtitle or something. I don't know. He worked with Peter Jackson, and he worked with what's it called? Weta Digital, I think. And they made a really nice animation, actually. Yeah. Lots and lots of famous voices involved with that one. Simon Pegg, Andy Serkis, and I think I want to say what's it called? The James Bond guy, Daniel Craig. But I can't think of anything else to say. But do check out his story. That is something that I do love. So he was also into transcendental meditation, But there's a story about how David Lynch met. They wanted him to direct. They wanted him to direct Return of the Jedi, and he was really against it. Just wondering if somebody's going to come in. And yeah, he was really against it, but he had a meeting with him anyway. And it's just a very, very funny story. Very, very, very funny, and you should check it out. Just type in David Lynch, and somebody did come in. Okay, David Lynch and George Lucas. Just type that in, and that's all.